My dear friends, in the year 1986, uh, two ships collided in the Black Sea, in the coast of Russia, and many hundreds of passengers lost their lives by drowning in the waters. And the news of this disaster shook the whole world. And once, no, when they did the thorough investigation, or what was the reason for their collision, it was not, they came to know that it was not a problem of any technology, meaning their, like, no, sometimes their radar was not working, nothing like that. Or it was not a problem of any weather problem like misty or foggy, but what was the problem? The real cause of this accident was human stubbornness and pride. Each of the captains knew that there was a ship coming, but still they did not wanted to give way to one another. They kept to their stubbornness and they kept to their pride, and only as they realized it very late, it was too late for them to decide, and they and many lives were lost. Yes, my dear friends, this is what stubbornness and pride does. It breaks human lives. It breaks the hearts of the people. It destroys relationships. And that is what the gospel of today is calling us to reflect on. It is calling us to reflect on being full of ourselves, no? On this vice of being full of ourselves. And that is the greatest thing is the pride, which is the greatest sin of all, which leads to all other sins also. And that is what the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector also shows. If you see, in the parable, the Pharisee took and the tax collector, both of them come to pray, and Pharisee takes his place. But if you see the tax collector, he stands far off. The Pharisee prays of himself, and the tax collector doesn't even have the guts to raise his head. The Pharisee starts praising about him, but the tax collector, in humility, accepts his weaknesses and limitations. As I was preparing for this reflection, I came across a nice reflection by a priest, and he says, although it's not mentioned in the gospel, he says both the Pharisee and the tax collector, when they went to pray, they took a mirror with them, and both of them used the mirror while praying, and both of them, like there's a contrast between both of theirs. When the Pharisee prayed, he saw in the mirror, he saw only his achievements. He only saw what was what he had done good and all. And he was boasting about himself. And on the other hand, when the tax collector, he saw in the mirror, he saw all the times when he had cheated others, times when he had when he had been working, he realized that he had been working against his own people, because the tax collectors in the Jewish times were the ones who were working for the Romans, not for the Jews. And that's why they were despised, one of the despised people. So he realized that all what he had done, and he was asking for mercy. My dear friends, our prayer also is like a mirror. If we have pride and self-conceit within us, then we'll only see only our achievements and only our this. So much so that, we make ourselves, we replace God with ourselves. Okay, we even push God away aside, and we replace ourselves with God and say we are the source of all those good works. But if we come with humility and with a kind of like that attitude which the tax collector had, we accept the limitations in our lives. And so, my dear friends, as we are reflecting, let us ask this question: what is my disposition when I pray? Is it only that I ask God and I want, I ask God with pride and all, no? Okay, that is there in my heart. Or just like the tax collector, do we realize that, okay, I have done mistake and then I have come to God? So as we are reflecting on this, and as we are in this season of Lent also, it's a good time for us to reflect on our lives and see and ask God for the grace of humility. Because in humility, when we come to God, God forgives us. God gives us more graces. So let this be our prayer today, as we might, whenever we get time to sit in prayer. Let us ask God for the grace of humility.